Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'll lead you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets. You can download those in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. There's also a page with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can access information about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and how also to make the best use of the time when you're actually in the exam room on exam day. So if you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that'd be really fab, that'd be encouraging to me. And please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated, there's lots more in store. And now we're going to continue with the grade 5 sample paper that you can download for free from the ABRSM website. And this shows you the newly revised exam paper, so this is the new look theory paper. And we're going to carry on with question 4, so if you turn with me to page 6, we can have a look at that. I hope that you've had a go of this yourself. It's okay if you've gone wrong. We can just sort it out and go through it together. It's always better to learn by your mistakes and have a go. So let's see what's required of us here. It asks us to put accidentals in front of the note. So we're not using a key signature, but we do need to bear in mind what the key signature would be and apply them as accidentals. And we need to form the scale of D flat major. So they've given us the notes descending, we just need to now put in what necessary flats there are. And if before you even start a paper, if you write out your circle of fifths, just write out all of your key signatures and related keys. You've done that thinking in one go, you haven't got to think of it again, and now you can just refer to it. So you know that D flat major has a key signature of B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats and G flats, and so we just need to pop those accidentals in. So we're in the bass clef, so just watch out. So we need a B flat, an E flat, an A flat, a D flat. Now remember we begin and end on D flat, so it feels like we've done too many, but that comes twice. And then we also need the G flat. So we should just be left with two naturals, two notes with no accidentals. So that's that one completed. Let's move on. So now we're required to write the key signature of 4 sharps and then 1 octave ascending going upwards of the harmonic minor scale of that key signature. Use semi-breve so we don't have to worry about stems. Begin on the tonic and remember to put in any necessary additional accidentals. Now they've been very, very helpful giving us that. We need a key signature, but in order to make it a harmonic minor scale, they've given us a massive clue by telling us that there are additional accidentals. Now the key signature of 4 sharps would be F, C, G, D sharps. That's E major, or related to that is the key signature of C sharp minor. So we're beginning on C sharp, we're ascending, so we're going upwards, so we step up the scale and then the harmonic minor has also an additional B sharp. So that's our raised 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Let's move on to question 5. And so this is now our question on transposition. So it says the following melody is written for horn in F. So we're transposing it down a perfect fifth. So this is what the horn player is reading, and we need to transpose it down a perfect fifth to show what the horn would actually sound at concert pitch. It says do not use a key signature, but remember to put in all necessary accidentals. So we need to think about what key signature would be in place, and we need to include that, and then we need to also address all of these extra accidentals as we go along. So at the moment we could consider that we're in C major, which has no sharps or flats, and if we count down 5 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that takes us to F major. And so we need to think about B flats as a key signature. However, because we're not required to write a key signature, every time we see a B, we're going to have to consider it should be a B flat unless we're told otherwise. And so now, although they've given us 2 lines of staves to go at, I'm just going to use the first line and I'm going to map out my bar lines exactly aligned with theirs, and that way I'm not going to lose track of where I am. There's plenty of room on this first line, and I'm going to keep all of my notes aligned so I don't lose where I am. If I stagger my notes onto this second line, I'm going to lose track which bit I've done, and there's more than enough to be thinking about without worrying about getting lost. And so, although there's no key signature, we need to put our time signature in, and then we need to just transpose. So we just get these note heads down 5 notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going down 2 spaces. So 1, 3, 5. We're starting on note A. I'm just going to get the note heads and just get the blobs in place, and then we can worry about the stems afterwards because we may need to change direction. So down a third, next door note down takes us to E, down a third from that, that's 1, 3, 5 takes us to C. So I'm double checking I'm going the right number of steps away from the one that I've done before, and then I'm going back to the original and just checking that I'm a 5th down. So down another third takes me to A, 1, 3, 5, that's correct, I'll dot that. Now up next door, now that takes me to a B, which would be B flats. However, here the F natural has been raised by a sharp, and so my B flat will be raised by a natural sign to B natural, so I can just omit the B flat, or I could even put a natural sign in brackets just to show that I know what I'm doing. There's no need to do that though, we can just stick to the B and don't bother to flatten it because it's been raised and the flat is no longer necessary. So carrying on up a step. Now here, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7 takes us to a B, 1, 3, 5. Now here there's an F natural, and that's not really required, it's a little bit redundant, it's just showing us that this F sharp does not apply at this octave higher pitch, and so we need to just consider that we're in the key signature, we're unaffected by this accidental, and so our B flats that should have been in the key signature now needs to be in place here because we've not been told to raise it. It should be exactly as it was. So here we go, down a step. Now here, the E natural has been lowered by a semitone to a flat, and so the A natural is also flattened. Down a step, and so we also need to lower this by a flat. Down a step takes us to F, and we should, let's just make sure we're in the same place. We should be there, that's correct. And so now we're jumping at 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7 takes us to an E. Let's count down 5. 1, 3, 5 takes us to E. This B flat here at the top has been lowered by a flat, and so we need to lower this one a semitone also by adding a flat. Down a step, next door note. Down a step, back up a step. 1, 3, 5 gives us D, that's correct. Up a step. The flat is still in place, so we don't need to do anything. Down a 5th. And really, that's just a redundant accidental. That natural sign is just telling us that that flat here is no longer in place. The bar line has already done that for us, so it's just being reiterated by this natural sign. So we don't need to put it here. However, because it's in their version, I shall include it in mine to show the same principle. Down a third, Now here this is an F natural. Here this was a C sharp that's been raised. It was a C natural, sorry, from the key signature. It's been raised by a sharp sign, so we'll raise this one by a semitone with a sharp sign. And we'll do the same here with the G. It's a G natural, but we need to raise it by a semitone. And then we finish on the A. There we go, that's all that thinking done. So now we've got to think about the stems, and of course now the direction of the stems will have changed, perhaps, so keep your eyes peeled. So although this is a down stem, this now needs to be an up stem because we're below the middle line. There we go. I think that can go either way. I'm going to keep it pointing upwards to match these next notes, just out of uniformity. It could go either way, that one could. These have got to come down, however, because they're above the middle line. This one now must flip upwards because it's below the middle line. And then we finish on that quaver. So now let's just add some phrasing marks, so we'll just add those, and we can also put FF, and then that's our job done. I do hope that you found that useful. I hope that's been helpful to you. If you can give me a like, that'd be really fab, encouraging to me. I hope that you're enjoying this. I certainly am. Please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated, and please do visit sharonbill.com and make use of all of the resource that's available to you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.